A lot has changed in the oil market over the last couple of months. And back in May, you were looking for an $85 a barrel price by July. Obviously, so much has changed. So what's changed with regards to your forecast?
Well, I think the most important thing that's changed is the oil producers, the main oil producers themselves, don't want to see $85 a barrel. You can see it happening with the amount of disruptions that are now happening in the world oil market. But the producers are now trying, the key producers have spare capacity like Saudi Arabia and like Russia are now trying to get more oil into the market to dampen prices and keep them maybe in that $70 to $80 range.
So you believe that prices are going to stay in the $70 to $80 range, even though, and you of course were at the OPEC meeting, right. You know, there was some...
Well, it's not 100, no, I think that's their objective. But you know what's happening, so at OPEC and non-OPEC, they said we're going to add 750,000 to 1 million barrels a day over the next couple of months. Then you turn around and you lose 800,000 barrels a day from Libya in the last week. Yep. You have an accident, 350,000 barrels. So there's a focus, this market, which was dominated by surplus and oversupply for a couple of years, is now basically pretty tight. And when it gets this tight, it becomes vulnerable to events.
So are you concerned about an oil price shock then?
Well, I think, yes, one is concerned because of what it would do to a global economy, what it would do to, indeed, it would damage, actually from even the producer's point of view, it's not good because it would be a setback in terms of future markets. And there's so many other things going on in the world that are unsettling at the same time, most notably these new battles over trade, which now are very much on the minds of the global oil and gas industry too.
How quickly can Saudi Arabia ramp up production?
Well, they're ramping as we talk. Yeah. They're going to 11 million barrels a day. They have, they said, another 1 million barrels a day of spare capacity that they could bring on in maybe 90, 120 days. So that's the message. But, you know, when President Trump the other day had his phone call with King Salman and talked about, well, they're going to put 2 million barrels a day. If they did that, there's no spare capacity from the country that is the major source of spare capacity, their buffer shock. So, but I think as they go, insofar as they go above 11 million barrels a day, that will be a data point for people who are in the oil market just about that this is a very tight market.